Hi, I'm Jesse Miles, and I want to help you create the freedom to pursue your own great adventure. I want you to live life your way. A big part of doing that is deciding if you're going to be an employee or an entrepreneur. I think that you should be both. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you how you can settle and reach at the same time.
Go on an adventure, go on an adventure, go on.
If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. I put a lot of work into these videos. So let's get started. The way that you can settle and reach simultaneously is to be an entrepreneurial employee, which I think is a really good fit for most people. I don't think anyone at all needs to just be an employee. I think everyone can be an entrepreneurial employee if they want to. And I think they should, because in order to retire, in order to buy back your time and do whatever you want with it, you have to build something in an entrepreneurial way that pays your bills so you can stop donating your time in return for a paycheck. So the classic job model is you give your time for a paycheck. The entrepreneurial model is you build something that brings in cash flow so that you can do whatever you want with your time. And a lot of entrepreneurs, what they do with their time is then they build the next cash flow, and then they build the next cash flow project and the next business that brings in cash flow until they're a multimillionaire. So for most people that just want to retire and relax and own their time again, they just need to build some sort of entrepreneurial project on the side of their job. They need to have their job, and then they need to also have an entrepreneurial venture. I'm talking about freedom leverage. Freedom leverage is when you build a robot that can work for you so you don't have to. And the four main types of leverage robots that you can build are capital. Capital leverage is when you have an investment fund or an investment portfolio or real estate income. You've used your capital in such a way that it brings in more capital. Warren Buffett is the king of this. He uses his capital to generate more capital. That's capital leverage. So anyone with a 401k or a retirement portfolio or an investment fund, they are using capital leverage. And that's one of the main ways that people hope to retire, is by using capital leverage, by building a robot made of money that makes more money while you do whatever you want with your time. So capital leverage is, I would say, the most popular form of leverage. And it's the one that most employees understand enough that they do it on the side in the form of their employee pension fund or their 401k. The next form of leverage is labor leverage. And this is when you own a business and you have people that work for you. When you have people that work for you, usually the combined value of 20 people's work and labor and efforts equals 23 or 24 paychecks, and 3 or 4 of those paychecks go to the owner. So the owner is getting the excess amount of value, the cream off the top of the value of the labor of those 20 people, because that business owner built the business, built the systems that bring in the money, and he pays those employees for helping that system and that project or that business accumulate wealth. The next type of leverage is media leverage. And that's what I'm doing now. That's what a lot of people are into. Started a YouTube channel, got 1 million subscribers, now they're retired and they just make videos. And that is because media continues to work for you even as you go do something else. This video, anyone can watch it as many times as they want. I am currently building a robot. I'm building a robot right now, a robot me, that will continue giving this talk whenever someone pushes play on it. And I don't have to give that talk again. I don't have to put any more time or energy into giving this talk except for the one time, because I'm building a robot to give that talk for me forever. So that's what media is. Same when you write a book. A book is media leverage. As many people can buy that book as they want, and there's no extra effort required by the writer. J.K. Rowling wrote the Harry Potter series one time, and now it sells infinitely around the globe, and she gets a portion of every single one of those book sales. In many types of media leverage, particularly digital media, the cost of replication is zero. There's no additional energy, time, or financial cost to replicate this video. Infinite number of people can watch it. So in media leverage, you're essentially building a robot that can work an infinite amount of times and pay you a portion of every time it works, and you don't have to put any more time or energy into it except for the first time you created it. The last type of leverage is code leverage. You build a website once, people can use it infinitely, and you only had the one upfront time, energy, money cost when you built it. That's why so many people are into drop shipping. You build the website once, and then it becomes a robot that works for you and does its job, and you can just relax and get paid. So there's just the upfront time, energy, and money cost to build it, and then it becomes a robot that works for you. Anyone who was working and is now retired was able to retire through one of those 4 ways. Anyone. Either they built some sort of website, built some sort of media channel, acquired capital and built some sort of investment portfolio, or they built a business. Those are the 4 ways. So if you're an employee watching this, I hope that you're thinking to yourself, I can still be free. You can still be free if you use your free time now to build something that becomes a robot that works for you. That's what leverage is. I think that's the best way to really understand it. Leverage is a robot that works for you, either in the form of a business, an investment portfolio, media, or code. So you know your skill set, you know what you're good at. Are you a developer? Do you know how to code? Are you good at coding? Or is that something that just totally intimidates you? For me, it totally intimidates me. That is not a form of leverage that I'm capable of. And I know that about myself, so I'm not going to waste time trying to learn to code or trying to build websites. But for someone who is good at coding, that could be a really good leverage opportunity for you. For someone who is into investing and loves reading stock reports and doing analytics, the capital leverage could be the best fit for you. For someone who likes working with people, likes managing people, likes the idea of owning a business, has some good ideas, labor leverage could be the best idea for you. Maybe you start your business and as it grows, you decrease your time at your job, or it comes to a point where you quit your job and commit fully to the business. The other opportunity is media. Maybe you are an author or an artist or a musician, or you like being on camera as a teacher, as like an educator of some sort. There are so many opportunities within media, especially in the 21st century, to generate income through your media and not put any more time into it. So Michael Jackson only made Thriller once. The Weeknd only made After Hours once. They made it once, it sells forever. Within the employee entrepreneur teeter-totter, I think there's a good balance point between having a paycheck that pays your bills so that you're not totally stressed out and panicking or even on the streets, but you're reaching for entrepreneur and you're reaching for building some sort of leverage, some sort of robot that can work for you while you sleep. Someone on the other side of the world can watch that video while you're asleep. Someone can use that website. Something happens with your investment fund that increases the value of your portfolio overnight. Something happens in your business while you're not there, you made a lot of money. You show up, oh, no way, bonus. Everyone can have some sort of entrepreneurial project that eventually reaches a point that it pays your bills. That's called the crossover point. When it meets or exceeds your monthly bills, then you have reached the point where you own your time again if you so decide. Some people double down, they try to get really ahead, and that's an option too. The main takeaway is that you can be an entrepreneur while being an employee. You can reach while you settle. You can pay your bills from a job while you build a project that will become passive income, that will become a robot that's working for you. It's the best way to understand leverage, I think. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning into my channel. I'm going to keep making more videos about financial freedom and developing the tools to create your own great adventure and live life your way. Thanks.